The notion that mainstream media is attempting to mind control people into becoming Satanist is a complex and multifaceted topic. While there is no concrete evidence to support the claim that the media is explicitly promoting Satanism, it is possible to argue that certain elements of popular culture and media may be subtly influencing people's perceptions and values in ways that could be seen as aligning with satanic ideologies. One of the primary ways in which the media may be exerting this influence is through the promotion of hedonistic and materialistic values. Many popular TV shows, movies, and music artists glorify lifestyle success and self-indulgence, often portraying characters who prioritize their own desires and interests above all else. This can be seen as reflective of the satanic ideology of do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, which emphasizes individual freedom and the pursuit of one's own desires without regard for external moral or ethical constraints. Furthermore, the media often presents a worldview that is deeply cynical and nihilistic, suggesting that life is meaningless and that traditional moral and spiritual frameworks are irrelevant or outdated. This can be seen in the prevalence of anti-heroes and morally ambiguous characters in popular culture, who often reject traditional notions of right and wrong in favor of a more relativistic and self-serving approach to ethics. This can be seen as aligned with the satanic ideology of rejecting external authority and embracing individualism and self-reliance. Another way in which the media may be influencing people's perceptions and values is through the use of symbolism and imagery that is associated with Satanism or the occult. Many popular music artists and celebrities have incorporated occult symbols and themes into their work, often as a way of expressing their own personal style or aesthetic. However, this can also be seen as a way of subtly promoting satanic or occult ideologies, particularly among young and impressionable fans who may be drawn to the thrill and excitement of exploring forbidden or taboo themes. In addition, the media often presents a narrative that is deeply critical of traditional institutions and authority figures, such as churches, governments, and social elites. This can be seen as reflective of the satanic ideology of rejecting external authority and embracing individual freedom and autonomy. While this critique of authority can be seen as a positive force for social change and reform, it can also be used to undermine traditional moral and spiritual frameworks and promote a more relativistic and nihilistic worldview. It is also worth noting that the media's influence on people's perceptions and values is often subtle and implicit rather than explicit. The media may not be explicitly promoting Satanism or occultism, but rather presenting a worldview that is aligned with these ideologies in more subtle and insidious ways. For example, the media may present characters or storylines that embody satanic values such as individualism, self-reliance, and a rejection of external authority, without explicitly identifying these values as satanic. In conclusion, while there is no concrete evidence to support the claim that the mainstream media is explicitly promoting Satanism, it is possible to argue that certain elements of popular culture and media may be subtly influencing people's perceptions and values in ways that could be seen as aligning with satanic ideologies. The promotion of hedonistic and materialistic values, the presentation of a cynical and nihilistic worldview, the use of occult symbolism and imagery, and the critique of traditional institutions and authority figures are all ways in which the media may be exerting this influence. However, it is also important to note that the media's influence is complex and multifaceted, and that people's perceptions and values are shaped by a wide range of factors, including their individual experiences, social contexts, and cultural backgrounds.